So much to see. Come with me up the garden path and I'll show you a few things. Springtime, everything's happening. Always Aquilegias flowering, your old granny's bonnet. They're not the most exciting coloured ones, but there are different ones in them amongst the place. Your bluebells, they're lovely. They can just sit there, multiply themselves, die down, don't need much watering. Good value. What else have we got? That's your red stem dogwood there. That's bright red stems in the winter when everything else is a bit dull. It's coming into leaf now. It's when it's not as exciting, but it's still a small shrub that's worth growing. Little Michelia, pink Michelia over there. It sort of did it a bit tough in the summer. It was so hot and dry here, but it's got its lovely little scented flowers on it again. Common old, nothing exciting, borage, but it's as tough as, and doesn't need any care, and it just flowers, and then you can pull it out. What else? Come around this way. We have got, oh, that's a nice daffodil. Very late flowering one, nearly finished though now. It's got 3 flowers on the one stem. Sometimes they're only single, sometimes they're 3. That's quite cute. Oh, that's nice. Your white bridal veil broom. Very ghastly shrub to grow. I will chop this back once it's flowered, but they are just beautiful. They always need to be tied up well. They catch the wind and go everywhere. Your coprosma, common old things, but they have the glossiest, most colourful foliage. I try and keep this one rounded off. Don't let it get too big. Good value. Oh, what else? Oh, we've got your zigzag cherry over the back there. Once again, it suffered in the summer, but if it's called zigzag because the stems, well, they zigzag and they have the tiny little white blossom. Down in front of us, that's, ooh, what's that called? I brought that from somewhere. It's a, oh God, can't remember, but it's a beautiful leaf. That's the Helleborus, which is next to it. Spotty leaf or something is its common name. Always your mint bush, your prostrantheras. I don't have many natives in this garden because it does get wet at times, but this one's very happy over here and it just smells beautiful, covered in leaf. Your lilac, I've got about 6 different varieties of lilac. Can't remember which one's which, but there's that one there. There's this pale coloured one up here about to flower, and back here where we just walked underneath, oh, it's fully out. Beautiful, beautiful smelling. Great to pick a bunch and put them inside. They're very tough too. In under here, great little perennial plant. It's a perennial ranunculi. Once you have one, you'll have 50 of them. They do seed readily, but they're easy enough to pull out. I love their leaf, but I also love their little waxy yellow flower. They're very easy to grow. Always some Dutch iris out at this time of year. You start once again with one bulb and you end up with a whole clump, but good value, great for picking and putting inside as well. Got a Philadelphia mock orange that needs a cutting back, but I've got to wait till it flowers. Beautiful little white flower, very smelly. It's taken over everything here, covered the bird bath and everything. What else? We have this white shrub. IOXIXOD. Oh, can't think what that's called. It's a lovely shrub, tough and hardy. I'd have to look the name up to remember. IOXIDE, something like that. Your little perennial ranunculus, it's just come up. Lavenders, that's your dwarf French lavender. It's one of my favourites. Been there for ages too, and hasn't gotten too woody, which is a bonus. A couple little common old daisies. They last for a couple of years or so. This is a weeping cherry, so it weeps straight away down compared to your Mount Fuji's, which were semi-weepers, so they go out, up, and then out a bit, whereas this one comes straight down. That's just a little single pink one. It's very happy in there. Another something flowering is a little choicea. There's two varieties there. Your common old one in the back, and in front is mini star or something. I think it's called choicea. It's not as prolific as the other one. Well, it's not in my garden. Over behind here we have, I'll be testing my name on that. It's a bulb, comes up easily, multiplies, but it's happy in under this crabapple. Can't remember what it's called. Once again, have to look it up. So lots of Cerinthe, which is in here. They do get big, but I pull them out when they're young, so I only have minimal of them. Otherwise, they go everywhere, and they do spread to at least 1 metre wide if you let just one plant, so it does take over a bit. The little yellow carrier up over the back here. That's a good deciduous shrub. Very tough. That makes good colour. There's a little Michelia, I think that was After Dark or something in front of it, which is a pretty insipid little pale yellow flower, but it's still got a good fragrance when you go up near it. More bluebells, they just flower happily. More Cerinthe, your roses. I like roses nearly as much as when they're flowering as when they got their fresh foliage. It's so lush and glossy, and there's no deadheading involved as yet, which is even better. The time will come very quickly. Your Laura petalums in there, they always seem to have nice red foliage after a cold winter. They seem to stand out more. They do need rounding off fairly often, otherwise they can get big and fairly woody and yucky. Over in under the cherry is a beautiful Pacific Coast iris, all flowering purple. Never has much done to it, but it's covered in flowers, that one. Tough old thing. There's always so many crabapples flowering around, and you can't beat the old quince. Not that I do anything with the fruit, but I love the quince flower, and the chooks look at it too. Nice time in the garden in springtime. Thank you.